But I'm starting to feel like some of the changes that the URL have made because of caffeine in some aspect has affected the overall quality of the battles. When it first came out, after the glitch situation that was crazy on the first event, like, I've been rocking with caffeine. You know what I mean? They've been giving us content every weekend. We done had some dope battles. Don't get it twisted. Like, I feel like they've been just throwing us at anything. But when I'm looking at the big time events, the ones that we done known to have room shakers, I'm starting to feel like some of the changes that the URL have made because of caffeine in some aspect has affected the overall quality of the battles. We are back with another edition of the Battle Rap 30 for 30, where I'm going to take a brief glance at caffeine and how it's affecting the productivity of the URL. Now, most of y'all know back in February 2020, Drake had made that monumental announcement that he had pretty much quarterbacked the deal to merge the URL together with Caffeine, the live stream platform, with a basic objective of making the battles more accessible to the fans, and it was actually free to watch. But is anything in the world truly free, y'all? The partnership between the Ultimate Rap League and Caffeine has truly blessed its fan base in its most trying time, providing action-packed content for the most part each weekend. Mind you, we're in the middle of a COVID pandemic for over 10 months. Some of URL's most popular projects, from Summer Madness to Gnomes to the Smack Volume series, were still able to be executed. The Smack always says complete the objective. We've even had the birth of the URL Ultimate Madness tournament, already headed into its third season. But if you're a fan of the URL like I have been, you kind of get a sense at times that the quality of the content is to an unknown fault compromised, or shall I say readjusted. By no means would I or am I intentionally trying to throw any type of shade on the battle rap artist that has graced the Caffeine URL platform. But how many classics this year will y'all say we've gotten? With the new settings, the backgrounds, and the new protocol, is the upgrade of the brand partially responsible for the overall performances of the battle rappers? How many classics have we gotten this year? Yo, look at just over the weekend, Smack Volume 6. Did we get any classics on Smack Volume 6? B-Dot versus Chilla Jones was supposed to be people talking about Battle of the Year, potential champion of the year. That didn't pan out. You know what I mean? And I don't know if the outside element being cold, I don't know if that played a role. You know, even down to the face-offs, when them guys was outside, standing up. Ill Will and Danny Myers, the face-off was kind of turned up. But other than that, it just wasn't the same. And that's really no fault to the URL or Caffeine, because they trying to upgrade the whole thing. But, you know what I mean? We not doing that as far as just compromising what we here for. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm tripping. But let's go back to Summer Madness 10. That was Calico and Averb. That wasn't a classic to me. John and Ill Will, if I'm not mistaken, was the best battle on that card. But we had K-Shine and Chess, I think, was on that card. Pretty cool battle, but that wasn't a classic. Kings versus Queens. 40 and Surf. Official and Arsenal. You know, Vixen and DNA was an okay battle. But no classics, I don't think, on that card. Gnome 10, Daylight Tay-Rock. That probably would have been the last real classic we done seen, or one of the best battles we done had this year. I give that a classic. But that was also, I think, Lux and Surf was Lux and Surf on that card? I might be getting my events wrong, but I think y'all getting to the point and know where I'm at with it, man. It just seemed like, you know what I mean? We are getting some good battles. They are consistently giving us content. Even down to the Ultimate Madness tournament, we got some dope battles in the tournament. But just how many classics have we gotten? And I'm talking about the actual battle. Forget the overall feel. The actual content. Is things happening around these battlers? Like, was it Geechee Gotti? He was battling last night. He battled Goods and noise was going on like a helicopter, something like that. Like, Those types of things. You know what I mean? That takes away from the battle, that take away from the momentum and make people forget things, and that's not what I want to see. But, I could be tripping, but I'm not, caffeine, the experience ain't all bad. We got the media, we got a lot of the shows, battle rappers got shows now, media shows now, people are getting verified, people are getting a new fan base, so, I think that's dope. I'm not mad at caffeine for allowing or providing even though they're going to get their cut, which is cool, but they are providing a platform where people can get, some money or some revenue. So, some of our greatest battle rappers that we have are performers. And we can't break no rules because it's a pandemic. I get it, but are we not taking away from giving the artists what they need to really exceed and excel and give us what we expect from them? You know what I mean? And even when the pandemic over, business-wise, is this situation working well enough for Caffeine and URL Wiz, though they might not want to go back to these big venues and all that? Like, this is all things we going to have to really think about. Let's get the conversation started, man. Like, have y'all ever seen a moment or two where it seemed like the battler was thrown off by something mid-battle or in a face-off at least that seemed to shift their energy or momentum? We watched the Smack Volume series, the face-off itself, Volume 6. They was outside, kind of a movie setting, and it just seemed like the vibe for the face-off was different. They was standing up. Like, that's not usually the same. I get that the vision and the visual probably would look good on the playback, but it just seemed to kind of take away some of the energy from the face-offs, and I was kind of bugged out. Like, is that me, or is the things that Caffeine doing unintentionally, affecting the battlers, not to their fault, but maybe the artists kind of catch up. But anyway, if you ask me if Caffeine has been a plus to the game, I would have to say it is a plus. I personally appreciate all of these guys, Caffeine, URL, and the artists themselves, media, staff, everything, what they've done for us over the past few months, pretty much risking their lives basically to provide us some weekly entertainment. But on the flip side, the G side, nothing is worth compromising the essence. I don't care how much money is involved. Easy for me to say because I'm not getting that money, but I feel like even in evolvement, we all deserve some type of balance. The artist is definitely going to have to catch up, but maybe the platform, the Caffeine platform, need to be open to suggestions from the culture on how we can kind of still keep that raw vibe, but upgrading things to another level. Having a backdrop of the street corner don't necessarily give us that feel. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, so it's not like I don't appreciate the effort, but I just concerned that what these guys are trying to do and how they're trying to make these movies and adjustments and change the game. I think I don't want to say rubbing the battle rappers the wrong way, but it seems like to me it's affecting the overall body of work because we're not getting a lot of classics and we're getting the events, but we're not getting a lot of classics. That's my opinion, man. This is your Battle Rap 30 for 30. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this whole situation. Am I tripping? Do I have a point? Do y'all feel like sometimes Caffeine and the involvement of the URL brand with the platform sometimes is affecting the quality of the actual battles? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments section. Y'all stay safe. Make sure y'all like the video. And if y'all new to the channel, if y'all enjoy battle rap documentaries, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so y'all can be subscribed the next time I go live. It's your Battle Rap 30 for 30 on Caffeine URL. I'm 7 Mitchell with T7N Radio. I'm out. Y'all stay safe, man. Peace.